Welcome to the Reese Report. I'm the mouth of the North, Andrew Reese, and the NFL season has finally ended, and it's time to look back and see how we did. I will go through the records first, just to see, because Jose has a 7-game lead over me and Barbosa. Gil has sunk to last after a good start. He is a further 11 games back of Mr. Jose, with still some playoff action to come. We will see if we can catch the wire-to-wire Jose winner over here, but there's still some time. But what we're going to do today is we're going to go back to the preseason show, and we're going to see what picks we had there to make it real interesting. Barbosa, I don't think this is going to be a good time for you. You know, you're a rookie to the show, but I don't think this is going to end well. What we saw last week, we will go through and explain what happened. And we will start with the picks. I wanted to start with the coaches, but we're going to get into coaches after, because I really want to talk about how this preview show went and what we said. Then we'll get into the coaches' firings today. We had some big firings and resignations, and then we'll make our picks next week. And we'll talk about the Super Bowl. Now, let's start with the AFC East. Let's see how good the memory is for you guys. Well, Barbosa, you got it right. Got the Bills. So you're good there. Jose and Gil, really? You picked the Jets? Really? Well, at least your hope lasted four snaps. But then it was over for you guys. Then it was hoping with Zach Wilson going, and then you had Trevor Siemian and Rodgers' best friend there who can't throw passes after. It was just not pretty for you guys. I also had the Bills. So that's one for me and Barbosa so far. Well, Gil, you're going to look good on this one. For the AFC North, only Gil had the Ravens. So congratulations, Gil. Me, Barbosa, and Jose had the Bengals. Well,
Joe Burrow had to get hurt.
All three of you had the
Bengals. Yeah. So we lost Joe Burrow. I don't think he would have caught Lamar, but after that, it was Jake Browning, and that wasn't going to work out. Now we're all going to look stupid, including Barbosa and Jose. AFC South, guess who Barbosa took to win this division?
No, I didn't. I didn't take the Colts.
You took the Jaguars.
Exactly. So did you guys.
So all of you guys took the
Jaguars.
Now,
exactly.
We all took the Jaguars, but here's where it gets really interesting. Do you remember our show before the preview, Jose? What did Barbosa say the Colts would do? Win 11 games.
Get 10 wins.
Yeah.
10 games.
The division.
Thank God. Thank you.
How many games did they win?
Guess what?
How many games did they win?
I don't want to hear
5.
You're golfing.
You guys said 5. You guys said 5.
11.
You guys said 5. You guys said 5 games.
Yeah.
You guys said 5 games. What did they win? 9 games, no? What did they win? 9
exactly.
games?
I don't care if they won 9 games.
Who was closer?
Games. You guys are not in the playoffs. Home golfing. Thank God.
Closer?
Thank you, TJ Stroud.
I never. Hey, what did I say they were going to make the playoffs? Did I say they were going to make the playoffs? I never said they were going to make the playoffs.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
If they won 11 games, they win the division.
Exactly.
Well, if they win the 11 games, yeah, 100%.
Barbosa,
I thought the AFC was going to be tough.
Barbosa, I'm with you. I was actually impressed that they won the 9 games and that they fought right to the end.
And what happened, Gil, in the last game of the season?
Without
again?
Minshew.
They choked again. Last game of the season at home, they choke again. What else is new?
Well, at least they're in the situation to try to make it at the end. A lot of us even predict that.
Hey, listen. You know what? I actually see a team going forward. Now with Richardson as the quarterback, now that's a team going forward that's going to make noise in the AFC South. I want to see now. It's going to be between the Texans and the Colts next year.
Yeah.
Forget the Jaguars.
The Texans are not going anywhere.
Forget the Jaguars. The Jaguars are left now.
The Texans are not going anywhere. They're only going to get better.
That's what I said. It's going to be a battle between the Texans and the Colts. That division is going to be a battle between the Texans and the Colts.
So we all got that one wrong. Now we go to the AFC West. Gil, this was really bad, man. Like, you went back to the Broncos, really? Like, what were you thinking going back to the Broncos? You think Sean Payton was going to pour pixie dust on Russell Wilson and going to be better? We all had the Chiefs except for Gil. Now the Chiefs weren't very good.
Not that they were that good
Trevor
either.
Simeon,
No, they were.
the
The Chiefs
Seaman.
weren't that good everywhere either, but they did win the division.
Gil, moving forward, you're gonna depend on the Seaman. Trevor Simeon.
Another 3-4 weeks, Oakland would have won the division.
No, they wouldn't.
You never know. You never know.
Crazy,
bro. Now let's go to the wild cards. Here's where it gets interesting. Barbosa, really the Jets again? Like you took the Jets. Now you also took the Broncos. Jets and Broncos 0 for 2. But he recovered with the Steelers, who did get a wild card. So 1 for 3, Barbosa. Not bad. Jose, well, you were half right. You got the Bills, but they won the division. Steelers, correct. Broncos, nah, Broncos out. They made a nice comeback, but they're still out. Myself, Steelers, check. Ravens won the division, so not a wild card. And then I had a choice between the Chargers and the Dolphins, and I stupidly picked the Chargers. So that's my fault. Well, I wouldn't be laughing, Barbosa, because I got something on the Chargers later that you and Jose said, so I wouldn't be laughing. Gil, you had the Chiefs as a wild card. Yeah, they won the division. So Bills, they won the division. And the Bengals, they're out of the playoffs. So you went 0 for 3 there, Gil. So not too good, but at least you had the Ravens, right? The bye, well, Gil's got us again. He had the Ravens, and they did get the bye. I had the Bengals, and you guys had the Ravens. Jose and Barbosa had the Ravens. Sorry, not the Ravens. The Chiefs.
The Chiefs,
who were, I think, 3rd seed after all.
Third.
Not so good there. Now let's go to the NFC. This is where you guys did pretty well. NFC East. Barbosa and Jose correctly predicted the Cowboys would win the NFC East. Me and you, Gil, had the Eagles. What a collapse. What a collapse. That was just ugly. They had a 10-1 record. We were home free. Didn't work out too well for us there. The Eagles lost to the Cardinals and the Giants to end the year, guys. Just saying. Now we go to the North. Gil and Jose had the Packers. But me and you, Barbosa, had the Lions. That's right. So not bad. Not bad there. For the NFC South, this is where I made a big mistake. I thought long and hard about taking the Bucks and took the Saints, and we all had the Saints. They both had identical 9-8 records, but the Bucks won the division. So we all got that wrong. And in the West, we all had the 49ers, and we all got that correct. Now to the wild cards. Barbosa, Eagles, correct. Giants, pathetic. That's got to be one of the worst wild card picks I've ever seen. Giants. That was just bad. Well, you talk about Danny. You're making fun of Danny Dimes, the guy picking the Giants for the wild card. You did have the Packers, though. So 2 for 3. Not bad. Jose, Seabags, out. Eagles, in. Lions won the division. Not bad. Myself, I had the Cowboys wild card. They won the division. Packers. Gil, got your Packers. And then the Vikings, who were going to be in until Mr. Cousins got hurt. I should have picked the Bucks to get the wild card, but they won the division, so it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. And Gil, Cowboys wild card. They won the division. Seabags out. Lions won the division. So 0-4. Now, me, Jose, and Barbosa had the 49ers getting the bye. Gil, you had the Eagles. Ouch. Gil had a rough season here on these predictions here. Now for the MVP, and this is where Gil's the only thing Gil got right was the Ravens and Lamar, because that's it. Because he had Lamar Jackson, who's going to win the MVP. Jose, your MVP lasted four snaps. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, not looking good there. And ours only lasted that much 5 longer. Games. Only 5 games.
Ours didn't last that much longer.
Joe Burrow was out after 5 games, so there you go. So
I think Joe Burrow was out at the beginning of the year because I think that strain on his leg, that leg strain, ruined the rest of the season for him.
Now, here's where all of us get credit for this. Super Bowl picks. Gil had the Ravens. They're the number 1 seed in the AFC. All the rest of us had the 49ers. They're the number 1 seed in the NFC. So one of us could be right. We'll see what happens there. Now we're going to have some fun, guys. For anyone who's still tuning in, you're going to love this because here's some quotes from the guys during the preview. Let's start with Jose. Jose said about the AFC East when he picked the Jets, never mind the injury BS. Oops. After 4 games, he was done. That's it.
4 games, 4 snaps.
4 snaps. Done. 4 snaps, done. That's it. Out.
Shit happens.
Gil, you're gonna love this one. When I asked you about the Ravens, you said you're worried about Odell Beckham Jr. might be handicapped. Is he okay? Did he do okay for you?
He looks good.
He looks fine to me.
Looks pretty good.
He looks good.
All right. Barbosa. The Jags should be contending for the number 1 seed this year. That's not good. Oh boy. Not good. They're not even making the playoffs, buddy. So I don't know about that one there.
They stink.
They stink. Oh, Trevor Lawrence. But Gil, you get credit for that, man. You never were a believer in Trevor Lawrence. And Gil, I don't care about his injuries. You got that one right so far. Jose, watch out for the Titans to win the division. Ouch. Yeah.
Man, listen, you bashing me. How many comments have you made?
I'm getting to mine. Getting to mine.
Start, buddy.
Let's go. I want to hear those.
I'm getting to mine. All right.
Let's hear them because they're from week. They're from one. Let's go.
No, this is just from the preview show. I got some bad ones for me. Don't worry, they're coming. Here, Reese and Barbosa, both of us. Will Levis will start by week 4. Almost. He started week 6. That was close. Very, very close.
Yeah.
Myself again. Russell Wilson is done. Why are you guys picking the Broncos? I got that one right. He is done. I got that one right.
He's done, but he didn't do that bad though.
He's not done. He's done in Denver.
He's done in Denver. He's done in Denver for sure. I don't know where he's going to play because we're going to talk about Pete Carroll being gone. He ain't going back there. So, Barbosa, this is the worst one of all. But Jose, brace yourself. When we were talking about MVP, Barbosa liked Kenny Pickett to get votes for MVP. And Jose's reaction was like, "Are you insane?"
Rudolph would have more chances of getting up.
Yeah, you're right.
The 3 games that he played, the 3 games that he played, put up more stats than that guy did the whole season.
You're correct. You're correct.
Oh my God, that was bad.
My assessment on Kenny Pickett's terrible. I'll eat that. I'll eat that all day. Kenny Pickett's terrible.
To Barbosa's credit, he did recover with this one. Barbosa said he thinks the Eagles are going to get figured out by the league and their offense is going to struggle. Check. Got that one right, Barbosa. Right on the bunny on that one. Barbosa and Jose on this one. Dak is going to prove he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. For the most part, he did that. He's still not good against
he led the league in touchdowns. He led the league in touchdowns.
I know, but still, the Bills
and QBR rating, buddy.
On the road, not good, though.
QBR rating and pass percentage.
But he
doesn't matter. He led the league.
He did prove. Yeah,
he led the league.
Something.
And the only reason he didn't win MVP is because that game against the Eagles. That's
and the 49ers and the Bills. You know,
that's the only. Especially the game against the Bills. That should have been it. That should have sealed his MVP. But hey, whatever. Yes, time
he couldn't beat the Niners, and Lamar did.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That's why Lamar's going to win it. Gil, you're going to love.
And then he put up 5 touchdowns against the Dolphins.
Yes.
And that shit the bet against the Dolphins.
Yes.
Jose said this before the year, Gil. You're going to love this one. Green Bay has the best defense in the division.
Well,
it's true.
I think Jose
against the pass is the best defensive team in that division.
That's what I was gonna say.
They're better than Detroit.
They are
better than Detroit.
100%.
They are better than Detroit. They are better than Detroit. They are better than Detroit. They are better than Detroit.
Defense is the best in the division there.
In the beginning of the year, I would have said no, but Detroit struggled. The Detroit struggled the last 8.
Dude, Green Bay gave up 30 to Carolina. Green Bay
So
gave
what?
up
Last
30
8
to
weeks, Detroit
Carolina.
struggled.
So what? Fucking the Baltimore gave up 20 or 30 to freaking Indianapolis Colts. And what, do you think the Indianapolis Colts are juggernaut?
Yeah, but Andrew, a lot of that Carolina scores was off running, not passing.
Yeah, they're not a good running defense. They're a good pass defense, but not a good running defense.
They're the best defense in that division. They are the best
They're
defense in
better
that
than
division.
Detroit. Well, we'll see because
They
they
are
beat
better than
Detroit in Detroit, so we'll see. We'll see.
I get
it's going to
it,
be
but the
tested this
numbers,
week.
yeah, 100%. We'll see.
One's playing at home, one's playing on the road. Like that's totally different.
I understand. Barbosa, I'm sorry, buddy. The Saints are going to win the division by 4 or 5 games.
Listen, if they weren't inconsistent all season, they could have wrapped that division a long time.
But why is that, Jose? Because of fucking Derek Carr.
I don't know.
Because of Derek Carr.
No, not only Carr. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. The reason I said it was Thomas. If Thomas was healthy the whole year and Kamara was healthy the whole year, that's the problem. That's the problem. And I thought Carr would have been better than what he was. 100%. I thought Carr would have been better. But anyway.
All right, let's get to me looking bad. Jose, me and you both said this. The Bears will be improved this year. That's neither one of us got that one right. They were 7-9, but they weren't good until it didn't matter. So we got that.
Once they made those trades for that defense is going to be dangerous.
The Sweat trade was good. Yeah, the Sweat trade was good. But just a quick answer, Jose. Will they keep Fields or draft a quarterback?
I think they're going to draft. I think they're not gonna pay him, and I think they're gonna go with the rookie, and they're gonna trade Fields to probably Atlanta, something like that.
So you wouldn't draft? Yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense to draft Harrison unless you can protect.
There's no point of drafting. There's no point of paying Fields big money.
No.
If you can get like the same type of player for him in the draft
contract, right?
I would keep him. I would keep him. Franchise tag him. And draft Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, that's an option, but they do need an offensive line still, right?
If they trade him away, they can get Marvin Harrison. They can get Marvin Harrison to play with Philip Williams and everybody else.
I don't know if Marvin Harrison will fall that low because they have the eighth or ninth pick. I think
there's 4 quarterbacks that are going to get picked in the top 10.
What do you think? Well, how much do you think?
Yeah, Marvin Harrison will be the first non-quarterback to be taken. Marvin Harrison will be the first non-quarterback.
If he goes, he's going to get at least a first. They're going to get at least a first back.
No way. He's not getting a first round. You think he's going to get a first rounder?
I've heard a second round pick, but
Trevor Lawrence, your guy, the guy you had, didn't get a first rounder. The guy you had, the quarterback that San Fran had, didn't get a first rounder. He's not getting the Bears are not getting a first rounder for Fields
because Lex never got to play as much as Justin Fields did.
Fields is not getting a first rounder, guys. Fields is not getting a first rounder. He's not. You're gonna see. No team is gonna offer him a first rounder. You're gonna see. I bet you guys. But at best, he's getting a second round.
All right, here's my me again being dumb. Dolphins will miss playoffs because of injuries. I got that one really wrong.
Well, sort of right. Almost.
Well, they did have a lot of injuries, but they were good enough to make it. I got that wrong.
They're basically handicapped going into the playoffs.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I got it wrong. They made the playoffs, but they're handicapped. So that's it. Gil, this is the worst one for you, buddy. When I asked what teams will surprise, Gil said the Panthers are going to give upsets. They're the worst team in the NFL by a long shot. They almost upset your Packers, though. You almost got
that
it right.
one was bad.
That was bad. Jose, Bryce Young will be Rookie of the Year. That didn't happen either. No. Jose, I like the Chargers to be the surprise.
The guy right after him is Rookie of the Year.
Jose says he likes the Chargers to be the surprise of the NFL. Yeah, they went in the shitter because Bruce Staley and is a disaster, and Herbert's overrated. But we'll see. We're going to discuss where Bill goes and in the next segment. What do you think about those Chargers, Bill?
Easton Stick.
Easton Stick, man. That's the guy with one of the best quarterback names ever. I swear to God.
That's the best name in life ever.
Yeah. Gil, you deserve a big credit for this. You said the Browns will surprise this year. Very good. So you got Panthers completely wrong, but you got the Browns right on the money. So there you go. Not bad. Barbosa. Oh, I already said this one. Do not be surprised if Pickett gets MVP votes, which is hilarious. But you did say the Steelers will have a better chance than the Chargers to make the wild card, so you get credit for that. So those were just some of the things that we said before the year. We all look kind of dumb and kind of smart all at the same time. This is what the NFL will do to you. I'm going to ask you guys a question that just came up that kind of bothered me. So let me ask you guys this. Falcons owner Arthur Blank said not pursuing Lamar Jackson was a mistake. Gil, how dumb is this owner?
Very, because Lamar, when he was in Louisville there, he had it all. Like, he just needed some more help on the receiving, which in the team he's in now, he has the same problem. He needs like a little bit better receivers. But I don't know. It's the same thing. He's the guy Atlanta is also the guys that trade Brett Favre to Green Bay.
Yeah. How dumb are they, right?
They're like they're starting to look like the Leafs on their drafts and trading and stuff. So
I think they also lost Deion Sanders too to the 49ers, I think. They've traded a lot of great players. Can you imagine Lamar Jackson with that Falcons offense this year with Bijan and Drake London?
Hey, relax. They would have been
up there with the 49ers.
Listen, whoa. If Lamar was there was no way they were getting Kyle Pitts. There's no way they were getting Bijan Robinson. There's no way they were getting those picks. So you can't say if Lamar was there.
No, listen, they had a chance to sign him outright and only give up 2 first-round picks. There's no player compensation.
Okay.
The whole league had a chance to sign him. Yeah, the whole league said no. Yeah. That's why he ended up back in Baltimore. Why Gil?
They didn't want to pay him that money because they didn't want to pay. Yeah. Listen, but they don't look that bad because look at
Desmond Ridder. They look bad, Barbosa. Going with Desmond Ridder.
Look at Deshaun Watson. Look at Deshaun Watson's contract. Look at Deshaun Watson's contract. Okay,
it's terrible. Football. That's different.
It's terrible. It's terrible. All that guaranteed money. Nobody wanted to give him that guaranteed money. Okay. To Lamar.
Jose,
That's what happened.
Arthur Blank, owner.
He's not. I don't think. Listen. Everybody has their preferable quarterbacks and shit like that, right? Everybody has their system quarterbacks. Maybe he didn't fit the system that Atlanta was playing. Yeah, if it's dumb, yeah, of course it's dumb. It's Lamar Jackson. The guy is one of the best players in the NFL.
Yeah.
But dude, like some quarterbacks, they don't play in good systems. You know what I mean? And maybe their system wasn't made for Lamar, a type of player like the Lamar Jackson and stuff like that, right? So it is what it is. Dude, like you can't bash the guy because you didn't sign him or it's shit happens. Listen, the Niners could have had Aaron Rodgers too with the number 1 pick, and they took Alex Smith. Mm-hmm. Freaking Mahomes went 15th to and how many teams
8,
passed him?
8. He went 8.
Okay, 8th, whatever. Anyways,
yeah.
The previous picks, freaking what's his name? Trey Lance went 3rd overall or 2nd overall to the Niners.
He went 2nd. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like it's up and downs. It can be good. It can not be good. It is what it is. You make mistakes as a GM. You make as a president, and then you live with them. Dude, don't get me wrong. If they get a quarterback, if they get a good quarterback in this year, they can do damage. They have a team. They have a good offense. They have weapons in the offense.
I know.
They just need a better quarterback.
And it all depends. And it all depends who the coach that they get over there. So.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is it's okay to get it wrong, but it's not okay to afterwards to say we don't regret it when you obviously should regret it. That's my point. Like you don't say it's not a mistake when it's an obvious mistake.
You're not gonna listen. You screw up. You're not gonna tell your fan base that you screwed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Look on you. You know what I mean?
Terrible.
Listen, we screwed up. We didn't sign Lamar Jackson. We're sorry. No, you can't say that. You're gonna say, like, listen, this guy's not made for our system or whatever. You're gonna make up an excuse.
Yeah.
Deep down inside, you feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Well, speaking of moves that were made, let's talk about the coaching D-Day, as we like to call it. I tried to tell people, including my friend Lino da Silva, I hope you're watching, that this was coming. Bye, Bill Belichick. I tried to warn you. It was coming. Everyone laughed. He's not going anywhere. He's a legend. He's this, he's that. He's gone. Robert Kraft and him had a nice little polite ceremony. We know what happened. Robert Kraft said, go home, Bill, or go coach another team. After Tom Brady left, an absolute disaster. 26-39 as a coach. One playoff appearance, one playoff destruction, the end of Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi. We had Zappi time. Now he leaves New England pretty much bare and not much hope. Who knows where he ends up? Are you guys surprised Bill is gone? And where will he end up next? Who would like to start?
No, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I also wouldn't be surprised if it was Bill's decision to leave.
I don't think it was Bill's decision. I think Robert Kraft told him to go.
Well, whatever. It happened. What I hear is Atlanta's interested in him. But if I was Bill, I would definitely take the Chargers job. Because you got a quarterback there. That defense, he can fix that defense because you got some talented players in that defense, and he can fix that defense. If he goes there, watch out for the Chargers. That's all I got to say.
I think watch the Chargers out for the Chargers. Is also, I think that's the best option. Jose?
That would be the best fit for him. I agree. You can bring Josh McDaniels with him. I think they can do wonders with Justin Herbert as the quarterback there. So I would definitely, if I'm him, that's definitely I think that would be my number one spot that I would desire for a coaching job. But now
a rumor
you get
But
you guys, I want to ask you guys, because it sounded like Vrabel was the guy to go to New England, but I'm hearing that Mayo it might be the front runner to get that job. Your guys' opinion, who do you think they should go? Who do you think that should be the coach over there?
I don't think they should go with anyone who's already in the Belichick group. I think they want to start fresh and new. I think they're going to hire a young coach, a new coach that wasn't a part of the Bill system. If you're going to hire someone who's part of the Bill system, then why would you fire Bill Belichick? So I don't think it'll be either Mayo or Vrabel. It's going to be someone else. I don't know who that is.
I think it'll be Vrabel. I think Vrabel will end up getting the job.
I don't think Vrabel's that
just
good,
too coincidental.
So I mean,
it just sounds coincidental.
If Vrabel does go there, I think Henry follows him, but we'll see. Because New England needs a lot of help. They need a lot. They need a lot to be competitive.
Yeah, 100%.
What I was going to ask Jose was, are you surprised? And Chargers, I hear he doesn't want to go out west, so that's why I'm worried about the Chargers.
I'm not surprised. The man's been there 25 years. So, when sometimes, like, when you're there for such a long time and like you're so used to winning so many games and championships and stuff like that, and then you all of a sudden you start losing, everybody starts going crazy and stuff like that. I think his time was up. I don't think he's to me personally, if he wants to coach, I kudos to him, but I think he should just retire. I think he already gave to whatever he is to football. He's already old and stuff like that. He can go into
he wants to break. He wants to break that record, man. He wants to break that record of the winningest coach of all time.
If he does, he's not going to the Chargers. I don't think he wants to go to the Chargers. I think he's going to stay east.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go out west. That's what I've heard.
He doesn't.
What's the sexiest job for him right now? Then,
dude, the problem is he's never been a sexy coach. Like he's never gone to like his teams are always never had like that big superstars and stuff like that, except when he had Tom.
But if you look at it, if you're him, what job out east is a desirable job?
Let me give you a hot take, Barbosa.
Maybe Washington.
Let me give you a hot take, Barbosa. I think it's possible he doesn't get a job.
Buddy. Nah. Yeah,
The way
Reese.
that teams are
No.
hiring, I'm telling you, Nick Saban retired. We saw Pete Carroll get fired. I think teams are going with young new coaches. He may not get a job.
Okay.
Remember, you got to pay
He'll
him a
get a
lot of
job.
money.
Nick Saban
Remember,
retired because he's too tired of winning, bro. That guy,
no,
Yeah.
I understand. But hear me out,
He's getting a
Barbosa.
job, Reese. He's getting a job.
But think about this. Think about what you have to pay him, the control you have to give up for
So
your
what?
team. I don't know if every team's gonna be lined up to
Listen,
do that.
listen. Hire him as a coach. Don't worry about the GM. You got to tell him, Bill, don't worry, you're not GM no more, but you get him a coach, get him as the coach, you get a good offensive coordinator, and that's all you need. I'm telling you, he'll be coaching next year. He
We'll see.
will be coaching next year.
He's had zero
He
success
will
without
be.
Tom Brady. So
He
we'll
will
see.
be coaching next year.
Gil, what do you think? Surprised he's gone. Where will he end up?
Well, everything comes to an end, right?
Yeah.
Even Martin Brodeur left the Devils.
Yep.
But everything comes to an end. The Patriots are going to move forward, built a new system. Where will he go? I don't know. He can be a defensive coordinator, or he can actually be a coach. Who would need a guy like Bill? Maybe to start revamping their system. I would say maybe a
That's
team
the thing. I don't know.
like maybe a team like the Bears might even
Maybe
need
the
a guy like him.
Bears, but they're keeping their coach apparently.
Their coach.
No, I know. I'm just trying to figure a team that would fit him. Like even maybe the Titans.
Why not the Falcons? With the good quarterback, why not the Falcons?
He would have to have a guarantee of a quarterback. I think where Bill goes, he wants to have a quarterback that can play.
Telling you, the best option, if I'm him, the best option looking at it is the Charger job. I get he doesn't want to go out west, but if they give him the money, the team is there. They have the team, they have the pieces, they have the quarterback. Why wouldn't you take that job?
How about would he go to Seattle? No, that's out west as well.
No. What's the sexier job, Seattle or the Chargers?
The Chargers are a mess because they're in cap hell. Just keep that in mind. Like they don't have any money to spend, so he may not want to go there.
And also, okay, so if that's the case, even Bill can help out. Bill's helped out the Patriots stay under the salary cap and find good players. It's just he hasn't been drafting well lately. But
He hasn't
players that he
signed well
gets
either.
well, I think he's seen the talent that he didn't have in New England the last few years, and he's like, why am I going to throw money for what?
Okay.
So, but I still say the Chargers. That's where he's going to end up.
Well, we talked about Mike Vrabel. He may end up in New England. He did a speech at the ceremony to basically do his job application at the ceremony, talking about we in New England. And apparently, that was one of the reasons why he got fired in Tennessee. For me, it was the 6-18 record and the Ryan Tannehill experience. But we'll see what happens there. Pete Carroll was a shocker, guys. They fired him. That was not mutual. Yeah. They fired Pete Carroll.
No. They fired Pete Carroll.
So that was. Yeah,
with the younger coach, man. The guy's 70-something years old. Like, dude,
like 100%.
Yeah, but are you surprised they fired him?
Like that, he's gonna stay there with the team as a player, advisor, or whatever it is.
So Carroll won't coach again. You don't think he'll go anywhere else?
No, he's not gonna coach. He's gonna stay.
He's not gonna coach again.
He's staying with them as an advisor.
Yeah, he's not going. Yeah, Jose's right. He's staying them as inside.
Advisor.
Side, whatever.
My favorite for the Chargers job is Jim Harbaugh, just so you guys know. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to coach there. I don't think Bill's going there. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to coach there. After Michigan won the championship.
Between both of them, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Reese. It's between both of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's the perfect situation for him.
No.
Play there. Michigan no longer needs him. They won the title. He's got NCAA sanctions. He's going to leave like Pete Carroll did when Stanford had all this shit go on. And he's going to go to the Chargers, and he's going to coach there and help out Harbaugh.
I think he goes. I think he goes to the Commanders.
No, I wouldn't. They got no quarterback. If Harbaugh's coming back, it's going to be to go to a team he thinks he can win right away, and that's probably the Chargers. Washington, I like your suggestion of Washington possibly getting Bill because Magic Johnson is the owner there now, and Magic Johnson is going big game hunting. So I think Washington is a possibility for Bill because they can start over. Magic Johnson is gonna want a big name coach. I think Washington is a very good possibility for Bill if he's gonna coach again.
Are they gonna change the name back to the Redskins or what?
No, they're gonna
No,
change
they
it to
won't change
something
the
else, but
Redskins.
not the Commanders. The Magic Johnson's gonna give him a better name. So we'll see what happens there. So that was a little bit of our news and what we said before the season. I hope you guys had fun with that. I certainly did. We had our ups and downs there. But now let's get to the wild card games. Now that everything is settled down, we have our buys, we have our wild card games coming up. There are always upsets every single year. That's what makes it very hard. Let's start with the first game. Joe Flacco, at 38 years old, got off his couch and joined the Browns and played the best quarterback they've had in years. They're going to Houston to take on the team that knocked out Barbosa's Colts in the Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins and company. Barbosa, I'm going to go to you first, and you know exactly why. What do you got, Barbosa?
I'm going with the Browns. Everybody,
of course you are.
The defense, buddy, that defense is ferocious, and Flack was having a renaissance year, man. But that defense is built for these type of games. So I'm gonna take the Browns, and a lot of people are high on the Browns. They say that's a surprise team in the playoffs. So I'm gonna
the
take
Browns
the
are
Browns.
favorite. The Browns are actually favored by 2.5 in this game, which surprised me a little bit. Jose.
I'm going to take the Browns as well. I think the Texans had a good season, but I think the Browns are better defensively. They'll get to C.J. Stroud, and their run game will be the difference in this game. And I'm going to take the Browns.
Hey, even if the Colts were to play in this game, I would have still taken the Browns. Just to let you know.
All right. Gil?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns based off the defense. Houston's gonna have their hands full. But I also just put it out there that this is as far as the Browns go.
Yeah, because they would play the Ravens in the next round. Exactly. Now, keep in mind, I am taking Houston in this game, but I actually hope the Browns win because I talked to Gil earlier on text that you better watch out if you have to play that Browns team because they went to Baltimore and beat the Browns coming back from 14 down. And I told them that Browns defense is real. So you don't want to see the Browns, Gil. I know that's why you don't want to see that Browns defense. So I'm taking.
Trust me, the Ravens defense look just as sharp, if not better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll see what happens when they allow comebacks like that with just
when that happened, it was like week 3 or 4. So
did you take the Texans?
I'm taking the Texans.
Take the Texans.
Andrew's taking the Texans.
I'm taking Houston. I like C.J. Stroud a lot. And I like their run game with Devin Singletary, and I like Nico Collins. I'm gonna take the home team in this one. There's always upsets, and this is one of my upsets this week. Now let's go to the wild card game. The sinking Dolphins are taking on the. Oh yes, we only have 1 minute, so we'll come right back and we'll continue our wild card picks right after this. So stay tuned. All right, we're back, and I have an announcement to make. I'm changing my pick to the Browns. I actually think the Browns can go far, and I actually think that they're going to beat the Ravens next week. So I can't take Houston and then say that. So I'm going to take the Browns. I think if the Browns win this game, it's the biggest revenge game ever if Joe Flacco goes to Baltimore and he's going to beat the Ravens. So that's my pick. Let's go on to the next game. That's right, Gil. You don't want to see the Browns and Joe Flacco in a revenge situation.
We have to check the rules if that's official, if we're allowed to do it, because you already officially had picked that. I don't know if we're allowed to change it.
What do you guys think? Let's have a ruling. You guys want me to keep Houston?
We should make a rule from now on that when you actually lock in a pick, you should be able to change it. Well, I guess you can as long as the game.
Well, we're still here, so
as long
we're
as
still
the game
here.
hasn't. I guess as long as the game hasn't
No, no.
we're still
If
doing it.
not after the
Yeah.
show. If it's after the show, you can't change it. We're still doing the show, so that's fine. I took Cleveland. Now let's go to the sinking Dolphins as they go to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs offense, who continues to struggle. This is a rematch from the Germany game, which was won by Kansas City by 7. Barbosa, it's the
KC in
Tyreek
a
Hill
blowout.
revenge game. What do you got?
KC in a blowout.
KC in a blowout. Wow.
In a blowout.
Jose.
Dolphins in an upset. And I think
Wow.
Dolphins are gonna, well, even with all the injuries, I think they're gonna play hard. They have Mostert's supposed to be coming back. Waddle's supposed to be coming back as well. That's gonna help their offense. They're gonna rush the ball. They're gonna kill the clock, and the Dolphins upset KC at Arrowhead.
Yo.
Oh man, this is one of the worst games I think I can pick because they're both on a downfall. They're both shit in my eyes.
I agree.
I don't know. I kind of agree with Jose on the Dolphins running the ball down their throats. I don't think they can stop this. And KC, I know they have Mahomes, but he really has no one to throw to.
You guys, man.
This is a tough game, Barbosa. This is not a blowout game. This is not a blowout game for me.
You know what?
Buddy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Travis Kelce will have 130 yards. Travis Kelce will have 130 yards receiving this weekend.
Jalen Ramsey's going to be on me. Ain't getting that. They're going to double team him.
Travis Kelce will have 130 yards catching this weekend, receiving this weekend. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. Make your pick, yo.
Don't be surprised.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with Jose here. I think KC's gonna not stop the run here. They have two big heads there. They have Mozart and the other guy. Guy's name, what's his name again?
A-Kane.
A-Kane. So they're gonna run a candy cane up their ass, and they're gonna win. They're gonna win. They're gonna win. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins as an upset as well.
All right. I thought long and hard about this game. The Kansas City defense is really good. I like picking defenses in the playoffs. That's why I took the Browns in the Houston game. And I also like Kansas City's defense better than Miami's defense. Patrick Mahomes is the better quarterback. I'll take Kansas City, but this will be a close game. I think Kansas City wins by 3 or 4, nothing more. It's going to be a close game, for sure. It's a big game I've said it before. Tua has a lot to prove.
How many yards did you say Kelce was going to get?
He won't get 130. I'll tell you that.
130. You want to make a bet on that? Me and you, right now on the show, that he doesn't even reach the fucking 100.
He doesn't reach 100.
But he doesn't reach 100. Okay. Are you insane?
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so so your over under is 100. You want to put a bet on that?
Your over under is 130.
If you're so confident, he's not going to get 100 yards, put it on 100 yards.
I will
your over under is 100 yards.
I will bet.
You're the one saying he's going to get 130. You're the one who's talking all this smack. 130. Bro, that guy is shit.
But you're saying, he's not going to get.
Hasn't even got 70 yards.
But you're saying he's not going to get over 100 yards. Okay, let's make a bet. 100 yards, over 100 yards.
I will bet you $20 that Kelce goes under 100 yards. Right now, he had 3 catches for 14 yards the last time they played. He ain't getting 100 yards. I'll bet you $20 right now.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this: in the last 9 playoff games that he's had, 7 of them are over 100 yards, and the other 2 are over 80 yards.
Yeah, that's when they had Tyreek Hill on the team.
I am just saying.
Yeah, in those
last year you had Tyreek Hill. Hold on. Last year you had Tyreek Hill. So we didn't get 100 yards.
Buddy, last year he had a way better wide receiver.
And what? Schuster's what? All he had was Schuster. That's a different receiver.
What are you talking about?
Receiver.
They had Tony too that was catching the balls at the time. Now all of a sudden, like, buddy, don't worry, trust me, bro. You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
Okay, let's.
Okay, buddy.
You guys want to make a bet that you get over 100 yards?
I put my bet out. $20. He's going under 100 yards.
That's 100 yards, over 100 yards. I'll put $20 on it.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to take that bet, Reese?
I'm saying
you want to take that bet?
I'm saying it right now.
Bro, he's not getting 130. You said 130. I mean, he might get maybe close to 100, maybe 101,
Okay,
102.
let's
He's
get
not getting
100. You said he's not going to get near 100 yards receiving.
I don't think
You
so.
said he's not going to get
Okay, let's make it. Let's make it. Okay, not over 100 yards. I would put 2 bills on it. Me and you, 2 bills.
Okay.
I'm only $20. $20 for me. I'm not doing 2.
No, $20. $20
for me.
No, two bills.
No, I'm not going to put 2 bills.
Okay,
$20.
Exactly. Like, shut up, man.
Okay.
If you're
I'm not putting $200. I'm not putting $200. I'll put $20.
Exactly. You and your Taylor Swifties.
I'll put $20. Okay. Don't put the $20.
All right.
Okay, $20, bro. $20.
Okay. Me and Jose, $20 under. That's a great bet we got going on here. I wish we did more of these. This is awesome. Let's go to Pittsburgh at Buffalo. I'm not going to waste any time here.
Buffalo.
I don't like Josh Allen, but they're winning this game. The Steelers snuck their way in the playoffs. They're not winning this game. Bills. Barbosa.
Bills.
Gil.
Yeah, Buffalo's going to win. Yep.
By the way, Gil, you were wrong about the Steelers. Just telling you.
I would have been right if they didn't put Jose's Rudolph boy there.
That's right. Rudolph saved us all.
It's going to be a closer game than
I'm betting right now the +10. I'm 100% betting the +10. Absolutely 100%. It's going to be a close game. The Bills struggled to beat New England at home by freaking 6 with Zappy turning it over 4 times. It's going to be a close game. Don't be surprised. It's going to be a close game. Now let's get to Gil's Packers. Gil, you made the playoffs. Love had a decent season. Now your award is going to Dallas, where Dallas has won 17 in a row. I'm sorry, Gil. I got the Cowboys. Gil?
Well, let me give you a stat. The Packers won 13 out of 12 in Dallas. So let's add another one to that one. And then that's as far as the Packers go, because then they're going to lose to the Niners.
That's right. But we all know that.
But they're going to give it to Dallas. McCarthy's going to have like a nightmare because the Packers always do that to him.
I will say this now.
And he's playing for his job, by the way. Let me just say, McCarthy will get fired if Green Bay beats him.
If Green Bay wins in Dallas, they're firing McCarthy, and they might hire freaking Belichick or somebody like Carroll or somebody. I guarantee you, he'll be fired if they lose that game.
Yes, he will. If they lose to Green Bay, he will get fired.
Yeah, Jose.
Dallas is just a home team this year. And like you can see that when they play on the road, they're a different team. This is a pure home team, and I think they're gonna ride their home thing until they play the Niners in the NFC Championship game.
And then they're gonna get their ass kicked.
But in saying that, I'm taking Dallas. But Green Bay will keep it close.
Yeah, I have the Cowboys at home. I like their chances at home.
Now let's go to one of the 2 most interesting games of the week. We go.
Are you picking Dallas, Andrew?
I picked Dallas already.
Yeah, he's got the Cowboys.
Yeah, I picked the Cowboys. Yes. The game should be within 7. I don't think it's going to be higher than that. I don't think the Cowboys are going to blow out the Packers, but it should be within 7. We'll see. The LA Rams, who snuck into the playoffs after starting, I think they were 1-5 to start the year, something like that. They went on a run after Puka Nakua's explosion, who, if not for CJ Stroud, would be Rookie of the Year. He broke every receiver record in the book, but he's still going to lose to CJ Stroud. They go to Detroit to take on the surprising Lions to everyone except for me and Barbosa. Dan Campbell, Mr. Go For It on the 20. And Sean McVay, very similar, likes to go for it on 4th down. Very tough game to pick. Let's start with Gil. You don't like either one of these teams, but who do you got?
Well, if we're going to talk about dangerous, the Rams are going to be dangerous. I think the Lions are going to have their hands full with the defense. They got Williams. He only played like half the year, and he still became the 3rd rushing in the league, playing half a season practically. You got Cooper Kupp was out, right, for a lot of time too. So, they had a lot of injuries. They got everybody healthy. So I think the Rams will beat the Lions.
Okay, so outside of the Super Bowl, this is the biggest game of Jared Goff's career. And I say that because he's facing his old coach who got rid of him for Matthew Stafford. I love the Lions in this game. Love them. I think they're going to win, and I think Jared Goff is going to celebrate like he's never celebrated in his life. And then they go on to get to I don't know who they're going to play after that because I'm not sure about the seeding. But this is Jared Goff revenge game. I got the Lions. Jose.
This is a Matthew Stafford telling to the Detroit fans, "F you," and the Rams are winning this game. And I just don't think Detroit's defense is going to be able to stop Nakua and Cup and the run game. They've been struggling that lately down the stretch. The Detroit defense, they've been having. Listen, if they don't get pressure on the quarterback, they're going to get eaten alive. That secondary is weak. That's the weak spot on that team. And if they don't get pressure to Stafford, and if he's going to have time, then he's going to pick them apart. The Rams defense is not any crazier, like any better than Detroit's, but I think with Donald, you'll get more pressured up the middle. And I like the upset in this one. I think the Rams are going to upset. They're on a roll right now, and they're going to win this game.
Barbosa.
It's a tough game. It's a very tough game. I give the Rams a slight edge just because Stafford knows that stadium. It's not really a road game for Stafford. He's played there for what, 11 years, 12 years?
Yeah.
So he knows that crowd. And like you said, getting Cooper Kupp and Nakua, I don't think nobody in Detroit doesn't have anybody to stop those guys. So I'm gonna give the edge to the Rams just for that reason. Like Stafford knows that crowd, so he's very well equipped to play in that stadium.
Quickly, guys, do you agree with me that this is Goff's biggest game since the Super Bowl?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like like if he wants to make a statement in the end of saying like, screw you for trading me.
Yeah.
And
definitely this is it.
Like Goff was a throw-in. He was a dump throw-in in that trade. Like they dumped him to get like it was bad. Now let's go to the Monday Nighter, which might be one of the more interesting games of the season, as the Philadelphia Eagles, who are absolutely flying down like a Black Hawk into the ground, as predicted by Barbosa, go to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. This is such an interesting game. The Eagles have a lot of injuries. They're sinking. They're playing a Tampa Bay team that no one expected to be in the playoffs, who struggled a little bit on offense to end the year. Baker Mayfield's not completely healthy. This is the battle of the injury bowl over here. Barbosa, you've been going against the Eagles all year long. Will you do it again?
Yes, I will. I will take the Bucks. I don't think the Eagles secondary is that good. They've been exposed quite a bit in the last 5 weeks. And Baker will expose them again with those with Mike Evans. Mike Evans will have a big game. So I'm gonna take the Bucks, and I think the Bucks defense will do enough to stop Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, earlier this year, Philly went to Tampa and beat them pretty soundly, but that was early in the season. The Philly secondary is horrific, and that lends itself to Tampa Bay's offense. I got the Bucks. Jose?
I'm going to take the Eagles. I know their defense is struggling, but they've been here last year. You know what I mean? They made it to the Super Bowl last year for a reason. I know they lost some key defensive players, but I still think they can win against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay only put up 6 points against Carolina, so it's not like Tampa Bay's a juggernaut or anything like that. They struggled to put up points too against good teams. Well, good teams. Like they struggled. Baker Mayfield, you don't know which Baker Mayfield's going to show up. There's the good defense.
Yeah, Carolina's defense was good this year, and New Orleans' defense was good, so he struggled against them. Yes.
So, but in saying that, I just think I'm gonna go with the experience, and I'm gonna take. I think Philly's gonna start running the ball more, as I'm taking Philly.
Not sure if Swift's healthy, but we'll see. Gil?
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to bounce back and wake up. I just think Tampa, even against Carolina, it was a nine nothing. Like,
Yeah, it was a
they're
battle.
yeah, I just think they're gonna have a hard time here against the Eagles.
This is an Eagles team who got destroyed by the Giants. I just don't see them snapping out of it, but we'll see. I mean, it is playoff time, and Sirianni better be careful because this kind of collapse, even though he made the Super Bowl, this kind of collapse with the coaches that are out there, he better be careful because his job could be next. There could be a lot of jobs that are lost after this week, but
Listen, and not
we shall
not
see.
not saying anything is just that's a completely different team than last year. And he
Oh yeah,
lost both coordinators, and he lost both
yeah,
coordinators.
yeah,
So
and the
I'm just
players are
saying, and
bickering
the
like
offense
the
and the
players are
offense and the
bickering.
defense
Yeah,
don't look the same.
yeah, they brought in Matt Patricia and he made the defense worse. The offensive players are bickering. That's a team that's fallen apart. And I think Tampa Bay, even though they struggled to end the year against two good defenses, they were rolling before that, and they seem to like playing with for Baker Mayfield. So I like the vibes better in Tampa. But that's going to be I'm going to be watching. That's going to be an interesting game.
That's a
So
very interesting game, yeah.
those are our picks. The wild card weekend is exactly as it's named, wild, because there's always upsets, and we're gonna see them this week. I think I took three because I learned my lesson. Don't go with all favorites. I think the spreads are great to take, guys. So take your pluses on these games because the games are always close for the most part. So those are our picks. Jose's got to go to soccer. Barbosa has got to bury his Colts uniform somewhere. And Gil, me and you, got the 49ers
Mm.
and Green Bay stuff out. Gil, you really don't want to win that game because you know what happens if you win that game. You go to Santa Clara and then you get destroyed. So I don't know if you really want to win that game because it's just going to be ugly for you after that. So we'll have to see. You're feeling the love for now.
We'll see, man. The football's an egg.
Yeah, it's right. That's right. That's right. All right, for the mouth of North Andrew Reese, that's Jose Carlos Gomes, Tony Barbosa, and Gil Santos. We will see you next week on the Reese Report and hit my music.